Hey, everybody, welcome to WCA Extra. Peter, quite a kind of a smoky start to our week here.
Yeah,
I know not a ton of visibility wise,
it was.
but you can definitely smell it.
Yeah, you could definitely smell it yesterday, but
Yeah.
don't know if you noticed. Like yesterday morning when you came in, you probably really
Yeah.
noticeable.
Yeah.
When you left yesterday afternoon, hardly a thing.
Yeah.
So that was really the story of what we did to our winds yesterday.
Yeah.
To start off the day, and Sunday, we had winds out of the south. As a matter of fact, I'll show you this graphic. We had winds out of the south. That was really helping to usher in some of that wildfire smoke. The biggest of that wildfire right along the New York, New Jersey border. So we had winds out of the south kind of pumping in that wildfire smoke across our neck of the woods, especially the Champlain Valley. But then yesterday afternoon, the winds transitioned to being out of the west. Now winds out of the north and west. So wildfire smoke from that wildfire, not a huge concern anymore. But back here locally, we are going to be continuing to keep an eye on the risk at a few fires here just because we have the perfect ingredients in place. Of course, as we know, we've got lots of leaves on the ground. We've got drought conditions in place here for much of the region now. Low relative humidity. And another thing that we definitely have out there today is those gusty winds. What does that mean? Fires can get out of control quite quickly.
Yeah.
That is why we also have a burn ban in place that was extended yesterday for the 4 southern Vermont counties. That will remain in place here for the foreseeable future just because these conditions are prime here for fires. So that's something we're going to continue to keep an eye on here as we head through really the next week. Speaking of which, though, I want to show you this. Here's the view on satellite radar. We actually do have a little bit of precip out there right now, actually a little bit of mountain snow shower activity. Wanted to show you some of our cameras across the region. Here's Vermont 114 in Canaan. Can actually see a little bit of snow kind of coating the roadways out in that direction. How about this? Vermont 17, Buell's Gore, got a little bit of snow, especially off to the side of the roads. And then we'll also take you out to Route 105 in Jay. You can see a little bit of snow, especially on the side of the road out in that direction as well. For the most part, it does look like any precip that we're seeing out there right now is actually going to gradually diminish and subside here as we head towards this afternoon, but temperatures definitely feeling a whole lot cooler. We're in the 30s and 40s out there right now, the bulk of us in the 30s, but notice 43 Lebanon, 44 Springfield, 44 down towards Brattleboro. They haven't quite cleared the cold front out of the region there quite yet. That's why they're still hanging on to the 40s. But nonetheless, Springfield and Brattleboro earlier this morning, they were just a few degrees shy of that 50-degree mark. So they, too, are getting a little bit cooler. And most of us are going to be talking temperatures this afternoon, mid to upper 30s and lower 40s out there. So that cold front definitely starting to knock down the temperatures. And here's how we shape up weather-wise today. Still got a few of those mountain snow showers out there through the first part of the day today. Then by about noontime, I think the bulk of the precip starting to wrap up, and we actually get a little bit of sunshine going here as we head towards this afternoon, this evening. So the second half of the day today looking to be the brighter half of the day. We head into the night tonight. We keep the clear skies going. That's also going to mean a pretty chilly start to our day on Wednesday. Through the rest of the day, Wednesday looking to be pretty nice. We'll talk blue skies and sunshine here. I wanted to show you this, though. In terms of the wind gusts out there through the course of the day today, at times gusts upwards of 30 to potentially 40 miles per hour. The winds do begin to diminish and back off, though, as we head into the upcoming night. What does that do to our wind chill? Well, through today, we're going to be talking wind chills in the upper 20s and lower 30s. So if you haven't stepped out the door quite yet, you're probably going to want the jacket this morning. Yesterday was one of those days where you could get away with like the hoodie or the quarter zip. That's what I was wearing today. Probably not so much, just because we're really talking about getting cooler out there and that breeze in place as well.
And I think we said it all morning here, too. It's like, it's fall. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Now it's fall. We had to wait till mid-November for it, but it's definitely starting to feel like fall.
It's mid-November, and
Yeah.
it's finally actually starting to feel like mid-November out there. So here's where we go through the rest of the day. Mid to upper 30s, lower 40s out there through the rest of the afternoon hours today. Again, some gradual clearing here as we head into the afternoon today as well. Tonight, take a look at this. Teens and 20s here for overnight lows. So a clear, cold night of weather ahead of us and into your day tomorrow. Temperature's going to rebound back back into the upper 30s and 40s for daytime highs. This is just a little bit shy for where we should be for this time of year. That usual daytime high in the Burlington area now sitting at 48 degrees. So once we get rid of any of that precip that we're seeing here for the day today, really the rest of the work week not looking all that bad. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all looking decent, we'll say, weather-wise. Temperatures, daytime highs, generally going to be in the low to mid-40s. Take a look at those overnight lows. It's been a while since we've seen a stretch like this where we're talking overnight lows in the 20s consistently. 20s tonight, Wednesday night to Thursday. I think away from the Champlain Valley, a lot of us are probably actually going to be in the teens. A bit warmer Thursday night and into the day on Friday. The chance of a few rain showers, mountain snow showers Friday night and into the day on Saturday. Otherwise, the weekend not looking too bad. I think we bump up the temperatures just a bit for the weekend, too. Most of us in the mid to upper 40s here for both Saturday and Sunday. So kind of a lot to talk about here weather-wise. We're finally starting to settle into a more of a mid-November-like pattern, if you will. But we are definitely going to keep an eye on that fire risk just because we do have the breeze out there, as we can see. We've got a lot of dry ground. We haven't had much substantial rain here over the last several weeks, and of course, low relative humidity, the perfect ingredients for fire weather.
Yeah, nice and well, not nice and dry, but it's dry.
It is dry.
And the thing is, too, is I talk about that wind. I mean, you and I knew this a couple days ago driving to work. It was like the car. You're fighting the wind.
Today was one of those mornings where it was like you wanted your hands on 10 and 2, and you wanted both hands on the wheel. So
it's definitely strong. And again, we had a story this morning as well saying, just check for burn bans, especially in southern Vermont and things like that. So just be careful. I think that's maybe a blanket statement, but it's true.
It's very true.
Yeah. But that in mind, again, before we know it, Peter, it's going to be Thanksgiving.
That is crazy. I mean, it will be next Friday. I'll put the Thanksgiving Day icon on the 7-day forecast.
I'm still going through some
last Thursday of November.
Had some discount Halloween candy. Still got some of that. So anyway. Thanks, Peter. That in mind, you can see Peter and I again on Channel 3 News at noon. Of course, I'm in the newsroom. Peter's out in the orchard today.
I'm back out in the orchard. Yeah.
What's going to happen if it rains out? Put you out there when it rains out?
I will come out with an umbrella.
Yeah. Anyway, Peter, you'll see Peter and I again, Channel 3 News at noon. Of course, all of our content on WCAX.com and of course our evening shows and. Cool, Peter. Thanks so much, and we'll see you guys in a couple hours.